Hey guys, what's up? It's Eric with Advanced Level Automotive. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Toolbox Talk, the new series where we talk about tools. I sometimes review tools that companies have sent me, and today we are talking about the Launch C-Reader Elite 202 and the 205. Now, before we continue, I do want to mention, yes, Launch did send me these two tools to review. However, this is going to be a 100% honest review, my opinion on what I think about both the C-Reader Elite 202 and the 205. We got quite a bit to cover, so let's get started. All right, guys, so over here on the toolbox, we have both the 202 and the 205 Launch C-Reader Elite. Now, I will admit, I'm probably not pronouncing this right, because if you guys look at how this is spelled, I'm not sure if this is one word or if this is C-Reader or Creader. So please forgive me for being ignorant about that. I'm not exactly sure how it's supposed to be pronounced. So that's up to you guys to decide. Now, upon initial inspection, these two tools are actually very similar. In fact, they're actually the exact same tool. Hardware-wise, there's no difference between the 202 and the 205. The only real difference is that the 202 comes with 2 free functional resets, and the 5 comes with 5 of them. Okay, so we're gonna start by taking an in-depth look at the 202. Again, hardware-wise, this thing is exactly the same as the 205. So if you look at the backside, you can see that we have features such as a 4-inch LCD display. It's exactly the same on the 205. And if you look up here, we even have a chart that helps us differentiate between the three, because it looks like they also offer a 200 that does not come with any free resets. So if you look here, number of resets, the 200 does not come with any free ones. The 202 does come with 2 free ones, and the 205 comes with 5 free ones. Other than that, you can see that they're all 4-inch LCD screens. All 3 of them can communicate with the ABS control module, and all 3 of them can communicate with the SRS or the airbag control module. A few other features, of course, this is an OBD2 global reader, so we are going to be able to pull up codes for check engine lights. You can see that all of these are updatable. They all give you access to the mall through the Wi-Fi, which we'll get to that in a minute. They can all record and play back, and they have live data stream. So just a few of the features. Now let's go ahead and open this box up. All right, so I'm gonna start by opening up the tab here at the top. We'll flip this piece open. Now we can pull the tray out. And there we have our tool. Pretty basic packaging. You can see that we also have an instruction pamphlet or user manual. And so this is going to be very useful in learning how to use this thing. So let's get to the tool. I'm going to pull this out of the tray here. You can see we do have our OBD2 connector. I really like that they put this little protective cover on there. It's probably mainly for shipping. However, I think this is good to have on this connector, even if it's sitting in your toolbox. So if you look in the tray here, you'll see that we also have this USB cable. Looks like it's USB to Type-C. Now, much like the last tool that we reviewed, this thing, I don't believe has an internal battery. And so let me see if we can power this thing on. Nope, I don't see a power button anywhere. So I think this thing only powers up when it's plugged into the vehicle. That means that this USB cable here is really only used for connecting the scan tool to your computer if you're doing updates. Now, my first impression of this tool, I actually really like it. I feel like it's got a nice grip. It's small, compact, very ergonomic. I like that it has this nice rubber cover that goes around it. Feels like it's pretty well protected. Feels pretty strong, rugged. I'm pretty sure it would take a lot to do some damage to this tool. And so overall, I feel like it's a pretty good quality tool. I will say I do love the red. It gives the tool a really modern look. Now let's go ahead and plug this thing into a vehicle and see what it can do. All right, guys, so unfortunately, I don't have any troubled vehicles available right now, but I do have my 2008 Ford Explorer. If you guys have seen this on the channel recently, you know that I redid the timing chains recently, and so I don't have any trouble with it. But let's go ahead and connect the scan tool and see how this thing's running. So first of all, let me show you where the OBD2 port is located. It's right over here. So if you look right above the brake release, this is our OBD2 connector. I'm gonna go ahead and plug our scan tool in. Now you can see this thing powering up. In the event that your tool doesn't power up when you plug it in, the first thing you need to do is check the fuse that feeds the OBD2 port, because it may be blown. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the ignition on. I'm gonna hit the start button. You can see it's asking us what language. We're gonna choose English. Select the time zone. Next up, it's gonna want you to connect to the Wi-Fi so it can set up the network. You can see my Wi-Fi is right there. However, I am outside, and so I don't know if my Wi-Fi is actually going to reach out in my driveway here, but I'm going to try. Let me put in my password here. All right, guys, so my Wi-Fi is not reaching out here. Let me see if I can switch over to the Wi-Fi from my iPhone. So let me turn on the hotspot. Okay, guys, so I was able to connect to my iPhone. I'm going to go ahead and hit next step. It's giving me a code to view here. Okay, so I just use the camera on my phone to scan this little code here. And it basically just took me to a website where it showed me the serial number, the model number. It gave me some information about the tool, and it gave me some contact information for technical support. That's pretty cool that they give us that. Now let's go ahead and hit next step. Here's where you can enter your workshop information. If you guys want to put your company name, address, and telephone number, you can do so. Now, the reason you might want to do that with this tool is because this tool can also generate reports. So if you guys do a scan on a customer's vehicle and you want to email them the results, you can actually do it with this tool. So we're going to skip this for now. There is a user agreement that we have to go through. We'll just click agree, hit OK, and we are now inside the tool. So first of all, looking at this tool, I'm really impressed. It's got a great interface. It looks really nice, super professional. I really love how the menus are laid out. The touchscreen is super responsive. So far, I'm really impressed. Now looking at the main menu, you can see that we have different options here. We can go to diagnose. That's where you go if you want to pull up codes for the ABS module or the airbag control module. Over here, we have the ODB2 function where we can go in and read global ODB2 information from the engine computer. This includes reading fault codes, clearing fault codes, looking at IM readiness, pretty much any function that you can do with a basic global ODB2 scan tool. Now moving over to the reset function, this is really what sets this tool apart from a lot of other tools on the market that are in the same price range. This tool gives you the ability to perform certain functions and certain resets. Again, when you buy the 202, it comes with 2 free ones. And when you buy the 205, it comes with 5 free ones. So when you're ready to choose, you can go into this menu, pick the ones that you want, and they're yours for life. Also, we have the upgrade function here. I believe this is much like the marketplace. If you guys want to buy any other resets or functional tests, you can do it through here. Then finally, we have our data tab, which I'm pretty sure this is where all of your stored data is going to be collected, including the recordings that you make. And so let's start off by going into the diagnose section. We're going to click on auto detect. Okay, so because this tool is brand new, I just took it out of the box. I have not uploaded the auto search function. So I'm going to hit update now, and let's see if I can do that now. Okay, so here's all of the upgradable software. We have 38 of them that we need to upload. And you can see that it's all of the different manufacturers. Starting up here at the top, we got Audi, BMW, Chrysler. There's the auto search one that we needed. So again, if you just scroll down through here, you can see that we have all of the different software in order to perform our diagnosis. And so let me go ahead and select all of these and update them. You can see it's waiting for the downloads. My internet speed out here on my phone is very slow. However, it's still moving pretty fast. Now, these are not the functional tests. These are the basic softwares that come included in the tool. You just have to actually download them into the tool before you can use it. So I'm just gonna let this thing finish downloading and we'll come back to it.
One eternity later.
All right, guys, so fast forward. I went ahead and I disconnected the tool from the vehicle because out in my driveway, I was only getting about 1 bar of service, so it was taking forever to download these updates. So you can see that I went ahead and I connected the charging cable to my charging block over here. And with that, I was able to power up the tool. Here in my garage, I've got a little bit better internet connection, so I was able to download all of the updates, get them installed. It did take a little bit of time, but now that we have everything set up, you guys can see that there's actually a firmware update that pretty much changed the look or the layout of the main menu. So I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect it from the charging cable, and we're gonna plug this back into the vehicle. You guys can see that as soon as I disconnected that cable, the unit shut off. Like I said, there is no internal battery in this thing, and so it has to be connected to some power source in order for it to come on. All right, guys, so back inside the vehicle, once again, we're gonna go into our diagnose menu. We're going to hit auto detect. You can see it's scanning the VIN number here. There's our VIN number, 2008 Ford Explorer. We'll hit OK. And you guys can see it's running a health report. You can see it just created a report for us. So if we scroll down, you can see that there is a place you can put your shop name, address, telephone number. And if we continue to scroll down, you can see that we actually do have a couple of different codes in the restraint control module. We'll get to that in a second. And then over here in the ABS module, it shows normal. So we have no DTCs. I'm curious to see what's in the restraint control module because I don't have an airbag light on. Okay, so you can see the 2 codes that we have present here. It says front passenger side. This DTC may have additional information. Please refer to the data stream. Systems, restraint systems to view the fault PID. So this may have something to do with the passenger seat. I know a lot of times I tend to put my laptop here or things like this battery block. Stuff like this is heavy enough to trigger the passenger restraint system. And so basically the vehicle will think that there's a child in the passenger seat and it will illuminate the light up here, letting you know that the passenger airbag has been disabled. Now, if you look at the other code, it's telling us that the battery voltage was too low. So maybe at some point in time the battery had gotten low. I really don't think either of these codes are a big deal, so I'm probably just going to clear them. However, I do want to show you guys the rest of this report, and you guys can see here we have a share button. At the moment I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi. However, if you guys are connected to the Wi-Fi, you can actually email this to the customer so they can see the results. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit clear code. Do you want to clear the fault memory? Yes. And there we have it. We no longer have any codes in those modules. Now we'll back out and go to the home menu. I'm going to go into the OBD2 function. You can see it's letting us know that the MIL status is off. The MIL is the malfunction indicator lamp, also known as a check engine light. It's telling us we don't have any DTC stored. It's showing us our readiness monitors that are complete and the ones that have not been completed. We'll go ahead and hit OK. And here we have the menu for all of the OBD2 functions. Again, we can read live data. We can look at the freeze frame. We can read the fault code. We can clear fault codes. We can look at mode 6. So first of all, I'm going to go into read live data. And you can see that we have all of these data PIDs available. There's a total of what looks like 50 of them. Again, this here is basic global OBD2 information, essentially what every global OBD2 scan tool has access to, because this protocol here is mandated by the government. And so this is a lot of the same information that you're going to find on plenty of other OBD2 scan tools. Now, there may be some on the market, super cheap ones that don't read live data, but for the most part, most scan tools can do this. So we're just gonna go ahead and select all. I'm gonna hit OK. You can see all of our information here. And if I scroll down, let's look at the mass airflow sensor. So you can see our grams per second here. We can even graph it. So if we click here, you can see we have a pretty nice graph here. It's pretty dang accurate too. I'm gonna go ahead and rev the engine up. Take a look at that. We have min-max updating on this thing. So that's actually a pretty cool graphing mode. Much better than the one we reviewed last time, which was the Ansel FX2000. That scan tool also had a graphing mode. However, it didn't have this much detail. So I'm gonna back out, go back to the home menu. Let's look at what reset functions we have available. Okay, again, guys, I don't have any network connection out here, so I'm gonna have to take this back inside where I've got a better internet connection. All right, guys, so we're back inside the garage. You can see that we do have internet connection up here. And so I'm gonna hit the reset function. You can see that this is where we get to choose 2 of them for free. And so if we scroll down, we can take a look at what's available here. You can see that we have front lighting, ABS bleeding, which is really big. A lot of people like having the ability to do that. You can see that we have battery matching, gearbox relearn, brake reset. We even have DPF regen. If I keep scrolling down, we have EGR adaptation, electronic throttle relearn, which is another really popular one. We have crank position sensor adaptive learning. That's another useful one. Check this out. We even have Immobilizer reset. Now, I know the functionality of this varies depending on what make and model you have. So you may want to contact support before actually buying this to see whether or not the Immobilizer function works for your vehicle. Then also we have injector coating, which is useful for BMWs. We have oil maintenance reset, which is big for pretty much any vehicle. Steering angle reset, sunroof reset. Man, there's good stuff in here. Air level calibration, TPMS reset database, and that looks like everything we have here. Again, guys, you get to choose 2 of them for free when you buy the 202, and when you buy the 205, you get 5 of them for free. Now, I'm not actually gonna choose any of these right now because I'm actually giving this tool away. Wait till the end of the video for that. So we're gonna back out of this menu, and I'm gonna take you guys into the mall. Okay, so it's asking me to choose 2 of them right now, but I don't wanna choose these right now. Let's see if I can just hit okay and bypass this. Oh no, I guess at this point, you really have to choose 2 of them before it lets you even go into the mall. Anyway, the reason I wanted to show you guys the mall was because it's basically an online marketplace that your tool has access to. If you ever want to buy any more functional tests or resets, I wish I could show it to you guys, show you some pricing. However, I really can't get past this menu, but I can assure you the prices are super affordable and they're good for 1 year after you buy them. Now, even though the ones that you pay for are only good for 1 year, the 2 that come free with the tool are good for life. So that's pretty much this tool in a nutshell. Overall, I like it. Now, some of the disadvantages are that you can't read any live data from the ABS or from the airbag control module. The only thing that you can do is read trouble codes from them and clear them. The trade-off with that is that you do have the ability to do some functional tests. Unlike the last scan tool that we reviewed, that was pretty much kind of in the same price range, that one did give you the ability to read all of the live data. However, it had no ability to do any functional tests or any resets at all. So in the end, it's really going to depend on what matters to you. As far as whether or not I would recommend this, definitely yes, especially if you're a DIY person, you like to work on your own vehicles, maybe friends' vehicles, or maybe you're a lube tech and you work in a lube shop, you do a lot of oil changes and you need something that can reset the oil maintenance and read trouble codes and generate reports that you can send to your customer, this thing could definitely help you increase revenue. Now, if you guys are interested in purchasing this tool, I will leave a link in the description down below to where you can buy it. The company was kind enough to give us a discount code, so I will include that in the description below. Now, whatever purchase you do make through the link down below does help the channel in a very small way by helping me receive a small commission. So if you guys do decide to buy one, I just want to say thank you. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, time for the giveaway. Now, before continuing with the giveaway, I do want to take a moment to say thank you to the guys over at King Bolin. They were kind enough to supply us with these 2 scan tools. I really do appreciate them letting us do this and for letting me do a completely honest, unbiased, and unfiltered review. Anyways, like I said, guys, I am going to be giving away both of these scan tools, the 202 and the 205. Now, all you have to do to enter the contest is to post a comment down below telling me why you want this scan tool and including the hashtag launch. Now, because of some issues that I've had in the past few giveaways with spammers trying to basically spam the comment section, I am requiring that you guys do type up a comment telling me why you want the scan tool or what you're gonna do with it, along with including the hashtag launch. I'm not going to be accepting any comments that just simply have the hashtag and nothing else. I want to make sure that whoever gets this is a real person that actually needs it and is going to use it, not someone who's never visited my channel or has no interest in the automotive field. Because believe it or not, there are people that basically just get on YouTube and search the keyword giveaway to find as many giveaways to enter as they can, not even caring what the giveaway is about or what the product is. They're basically just looking to spam the comment section in hopes to win some product that they can resell. Another thing I want to mention is that the last couple times we did a giveaway, I had scammers spamming the comment section using a fake profile that they created to look like mine, telling you guys that you won the prize and to text some phone number or click on some link. I just want to warn you guys ahead of time, do not click on anything that they send you. And they're really starting to take the fun out of me doing these giveaways because I spent a lot of time having to go in there and report every single reply that they made. And because I get hundreds and hundreds of comments, I can literally spend hours going through and deleting all of the spam that they're posting on my videos. Let me make this clear. I will not be announcing the winner in this video. The winners of these scan tools will be announced on a live video feed days from now. Now, even after I post the live video announcing the winners, that live video will stay available on the channel for you to come back and watch it to see if you won. So you don't have to be worried about tuning in exactly the time that I'm going live. Just check back on the channel after I post the live video, no more than 72 hours after that, because I am only giving the winner 72 hours to respond. If they don't respond within that 72 hours, then we will redraw the contest. Please read the description below for all of the contest official rules and for the date and time in which I'm going to be going live to announce the winners. Good luck, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.